Tam, have you ever been given a great responsibility, an amana, and felt a surge of pride, thinking, I was chosen because I'm capable? It's a natural human reaction, but what if we've been looking at it all wrong? What if amana isn't an honor bestowed upon the strong, but a wound entrusted to the weak, a wound protected by divine love? Think about it. A trust isn't given because of our own ability, but because Allah, in His infinite wisdom, wishes to be known through our very weakness, through our imperfections. This is where the real test lies. The line between serving God's will and falling into human arrogance is UNT found in our grand speeches or impressive actions. It's much quieter than that. It exists in the trembling silence of the heart. That sacred, inner space is where our true intention resides. It is the difference between saying I can do this and whispering, I can only do this through you. If I ever catch myself feeling sufficient, believing I can handle a challenge all on my own without depending on Him, that's a warning sign. In that moment, I've crowned myself king of my own little kingdom, forgetting the true sovereign. This is the subtle disbelief in Tawakkul, the complete reliance on God. It's a dangerous path, one that leads away from humility and towards the illusion of self-power. But on the other hand, if I walk this path with a heart that trembles, fully aware that every single step, every breath, every success happens only by His permission, then my perspective shifts entirely. Isleti. Even if I appear to be walking alone in this vast world, the reality is far more beautiful. In truth, I am being guided by an unseen hand, a divine support that never, ever lets me fall. I might stumble, I might feel the weight, but I will not be forsaken. This brings us to the profound essence of Tawakkul. So often, people misunderstand it as passive resignation, as an excuse to do nothing and just wait for things to happen. But that couldn't be further from the truth. The essence of Tawakkul is not to abandon effort, but to empty the self of any sense of ownership over the outcome. It's a beautiful duality in motion. While my hands are busy working, planting the seeds, and building the structure, my heart is in a state of complete surrender. While my feet are physically walking the path, making the journey, and taking the necessary steps, my soul is bowing in submission to the one who ordained the path itself. This is active, conscious reliance. It's doing your absolute best, and then entrusting the results to the best of planners. So, when the burden feels impossibly heavy, when the responsibility seems too much to bear, I remind myself of this truth. It is not truly I who carry this weight. It is He who breathes life into my lungs, who gives strength to my limbs, and who illuminates my mind. Ahab, I am not the ultimate source of this strength. I am merely a conduit for it. This changes everything. The pressure lifts, not because the task becomes easier, but because my understanding of who is in control becomes clearer. I'm not the hero of this story, single-handedly conquering challenges. 2. I am a humble servant, given a role to play in a much grander narrative, a divine plan that unfolds in perfect time. And so, we arrive at the final, liberating realization. I am not the ultimate bearer of the trust. I am not the owner of this amana. I am simply the vessel, the temporary container, graciously permitted to hold its light for a fleeting moment in time. This light, this responsibility, this gift, it was never mine to begin with. It belongs to its true owner, and to Him, it will eventually return. My role is to be a faithful steward, to keep the vessel clean, and to allow the light to shine through me for as long as I am permitted. And in that understanding, there is not a burden, but a profound sense of peace. There is no arrogance, but an overwhelming gratitude for being chosen to be part of His plan, even in my weakness. Thank you so much for joining me in this reflection. If these ideas resonated with you, please consider subscribing and sharing your own thoughts in the comments below. Let's continue to explore these deep and meaningful concepts together. Peace be with you.